I'm Susie Charkey, and here I am with Ian Tan, the presidential candidate for Liberation, the fourth largest ticket running in this 2020 Guild elections. So Ian, just to begin, we'd like just tell us a bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, your background, just to give the audience a bit of a feel of who you are as a person. So yeah.
So my name is Ian, as you know. I graduated from undergrad, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and History at the start of this year. And I'm currently doing my Master's in Secondary Teaching. It's great fun to be in the classroom, to be with 30 year 7 kids. It's great fun. Keeps me on my toes. I came from Malaysia originally. I migrated here with my parents in 2006. So I've been here for quite a while. Yeah, and grew up here, went to school here, and enjoyed my life here.
Awesome. And so, you've already graduated? Or?
So I graduated from my undergrad, so I'm
Yeah.
currently doing my Master's in Secondary Teaching. Yes.
Okay, awesome. So, in the presidential debate, you mentioned that you will can the president's 40K salary. So, what we'd like to know, if you're not doing it for the salary, why do you want to be Guild President for 2020?
I've always been attracted to this idea of public service. I've always guided my life through one code, which is to do all the good you can in all the ways you can, do all the good you can for all the people you can in all the ways you can, as long as you ever can. That's been the code I try to live by, and to run for Guild President is the natural extension of that, because when I look around the university, I see a lot of people disengaged, a lot of people who think that the Guild lives in their own bubble. And I want to, that's why I entered this race, to show the two major parties, or the three major parties, that you should stop living in the bubble. You should go out and listen to the people, see what the people want, and what the people want is they want change. And that's what my 4-point plan is all about.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, in your debate, you repeatedly referred to dismantling the Guild machine. So can you please expand a bit of what you mean by that and how exactly you propose to do that?
So when I say dismantling the Guild machine, what I mean by the Guild machine first is this idea of the Guilds living in their own bubble, that's business as usual.
Okay, right.
That all this hackery that goes on in the Guild, who hates who's switch sides, and who's here and who's there, and the continuing pushing of motions which have no bearing on the lives of ordinary students. So when I say dismantle it, I want to change it. I want to overturn the table. I think that the Guild should listen more to the people. The Guild should place transparency and accountability in all they do, to be open that this is what we're doing for the students. We've tried doing this, instead of hiding it. I've been in 2017. Two major parties, Launch and Star, promised a bike ride share program, but we haven't heard about anything about it. Today, the ordinary student, they still think that the Guild, the Guild's not listening to them. So like these things that you need to communicate better. And we need to stop the hackery that goes on in the Guild, because that thing is not helpful for ordinary students.
Yeah, that's powerful, yeah. So you say that the Guild is very insular, and so you want to branch out, I suppose, and be a voice for all students. But how do you propose to do that while still in the Guild? So talking about dismantling the Guild, you're not anti-Guild, right?
I'm not anti-Guild. I just want to dismantle the two major parties, their hold on power, so that kind of thing, yes.
Right.
Definitely not anti-Guild.
Okay, yeah. Because there is a lot of good that the Guild can, it has a potential to do a lot of good. You agree, right? Okay, so you're trying to use it for a good...
For a better purpose.
For a better purpose, right. Okay. So one of your policies is to ban all flyers, distribution material, and the papers, wastage that goes on, which I think is very admirable, and I'm sure that most of the viewers watching would agree on that. But as a small ticket, how do you expect that people will to find out more about you, and how do you yourselves as a smaller party, how do you plan to platform your voice?
So there are two ways. First way is through the word of mouth. What we're asking for everyone who agrees with our platform, who agrees with what we say, is to go out and tell your friends that there's this ticket running that's different from the major parties, different from the politics of the past, and we need to come down and need to support this new ticket. That's the first way, through the word of mouth, and I think the word of mouth is very powerful. The second way is through I will be there on the booth every single day, and I will be out there taking my message to the voters. I will be out there campaigning hard for every single vote, campaigning for every single vote to spread my message. I might not pick up all the votes, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to give it a red hot go.
Nice, lovely. So could you tell us exactly, I suppose the other parties kind of have a 3-word slogan or motto. What would Liberation stand for? And if you could just 3 words.
I can't do 3 words.
Okay, that's
I can do a slogan, and my slogan is a better deal is coming.
A better deal is coming.
Better deal is coming.
Very nice, very nice. So, while I have to admit that your policies are quite ambitious and they're admirable, I suppose some people might think they are like a touch unrealistic or maybe idealistic. I mean, you talk about canning the 40k salary, right? And in the past that has been done. A candidate did forego their salary, and that's how they won. But it proved to actually not be successful in the way that, because the guild president is like a full-time job, and they were out supporting themselves on the side, so they couldn't really fulfil all the promises they hoped to deliver on and their entire obligations. Do you kind of see like a dissonance between some of your policies, and how do you see them playing out in reality, or how do you, could you just
The whole reason why I formed Liberation is like, ultimately, chances are come next week, either Star or Launch will be elected. Bray or Braden will be elected president of the guild. So our victory for us isn't about how many positions we win or how many votes we get. It's about shaping this election and influencing the debate. And in the private conversations that I've had with both Star and Launch candidates, and they are coming up and saying, you know what, I agree with parts of your plan. And if I were to be elected to Guild Council, I would certainly advocate for certain elements of that plan, and that's what we want. We want to shape the debate, and that's a victory for us. If people are being awakened to our plan and they are willing to push it in Guild Council, that's a win for us. That's victory for us, and we are very happy by that.
Yeah. So is it more to start a momentum of change and create awareness to the? Would you say that? Like
Yes, definitely.
You're not really set on the position. You're more coming from a moral or
Just to awake the 2 major parties.
Yeah.
That we need to do better. We have to do better. We owe it to the students to do better.
Right. So, if you could talk to potentially the people who are watching this and would thinking of voting in the elections or don't want to vote, what would you say to them this year? Or because there is a large proportion of students who don't vote or are disengaged, and what would you say to them this year if you could?
So my message is very simple. If you're sick and tired of the 2 major parties recycling the same old promises, sick and tired of the major parties recycling the same old promises and pushing the same old talking points, if you're sick and tired of the guild living in its own bubble, if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, there is a new way, and that way is through liberation. Every single vote that you give me makes my case for change stronger. Every single vote that you give me makes our call for reform louder. And every single vote that you give me sends a certain message that it cannot be business as usual. And with all the votes that you give me, we can send a strong message to the 2 major parties that things cannot go on as they are, and that we need change in this guild. That's my message to every single one of them.
Thank you very much for your time, Ian, and we wish you all the best in the elections next week. And where can people find more information if they want to read up on Liberation's policy?
So we've got a Facebook page, Liberation UWA, And we've also got a website, http://bit.ly UWA Liberation.
Lovely.